From a quote from Hugo's works on Goodreads.com. Victor Hugo states, "Music expresses that which cannot be said, and on which it is impossible to be silent." Have you ever wanted to express yourself through music? Well, today in this speech, I'll be showing you how to read sheet music. I will be going over the two different clefs, the note and rest lengths, and three different time signatures. Rios states in clefs on musictheoryfundamentals.com, the treble clef is also known as the G clef. The easiest way to remember this is saying that the clef circles the note G. So a good way to remember which clef you want to use and at which time is the treble clef is for the higher voices, and in band this would be the woodwinds, and in choir it would be the altos, tenors, and sopranos. And with the basses, it's for the lower voices. So for band, it would be the brasses, and in choir, it would be the baritones and the basses. So a good way to learn the names of each note and where the spaces are and everything is looking at the lines. It starts at E. E, G, B, D, and F. A good way to remember that is every good boy deserves fudge. And for the spaces, it would be F, A, C, E. And you can remember that by face and space rhyming. Since it spells out face, just rhyme it with space. And for the bass line, it starts at G. G, B, D, F, and A. And a good way to remember that is good boys deserve fudge always. And when you're wanting to read the spaces, it starts at A. A, C, E, G. And a way to remember that is all cows eat grass. So when you're wanting to determine how long a note or a rest is, you have to look at the shape of either the rest or the note, and if it's filled or unfilled. So with a whole note, it is an oval and it is unfilled, and that gets 4 counts. And the whole rest is a rectangle on the bottom of the middle line. And a good way to remember that that is a whole rest is to, if you're walking across this line, it looks like a hole, and you could fall in it. So that's a good way to remember that that is a whole rest. The half note is an unfilled oval with a line on the edge, and that only gets 2 counts. And the half rest is exactly like the whole rest, except it is flipped and it is on the top of the line. The quarter note is exactly like the half note, except that the oval is filled in, and that will only get 1 count. And the quarter rest is shaped really funny, but I learned from my piano player in choir that to draw it really easily, you just do zig, zag, zig, and a belly. And that only gets 1 count. And then there are some notes, like the 8th note, that don't get a full count. This one, the 8th note, is shaped exactly like this, except you put a little tail on the end. And that only gets half a count. And the 8th rest is drawn as, like you have a little dot and you do like a slanted 7. And that would get you that very easily, and that only gets half a count. When wanting to know which time signature to use, you have to look up by the clef. So you'd have a clef drawn really close to this. And it tells you how many counts are in each measure. So for 4/4, you look at the top number of each. And in 4/4, there would only be 4 counts in each measure. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 2/4, 1, and 2. These can jump around with that throughout the piece. So you can start out in 4/4, switch to 3/4, switch to 2/4, and then jump back. So it is your job to pay attention to figure out which time signature you are in. I really hope this helps you not be confused when looking at a piece of sheet music. And I also hope that you can use this in some way, shape, or form, and maybe teach your friends that it is not that hard to read sheet music. In this speech today, I taught you the basics of how to read the 2 different clefs, the note and rest lengths, and 3 different time signatures. And like Victor Hugo stated, I really hope you can now express yourself through music. Thank you.